Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into some more Morissette Amon, the one and only Asia's Phoenix. And y'all, she's married. She and Dave got married, and I'm super duper happy for them. Super duper excited that they get to take this next step of, you know, the journey of life together, and I just wish them nothing but the best, nothing but happiness. But apparently they put out some sort of wedding film video thing or whatever, and a number of you guys put it down in my comment section like, hey, go watch this, hey, go watch this. I don't know if you guys actually want me to react to it or if you just want me to watch it, but here we are. So yeah, I read the description that she wrote there, and in addition to, you know, getting married and all this other kind of stuff, they've got all this music that side projects that they've been working on under, you know, different pseudonyms or whatnot. I think From the Sea, yeah, that's what they have, hashtag From the Sea here, is a pseudonym, because I think in some other languages the sea or From the Sea is Lamar, so from them, you know, cute little witty thing there. And yeah, so this video is supposed to feature a lot of those songs. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna get new music and we're gonna get a little glimpse at their wedding and whatnot. Why not? Sounds like a good time. And apparently, like, from me reading the description, they've been together for 11 years. That is insane. That is such a long time. So I'm happy. I'm happy that they took this step, and I'm happy that they've been together this long, and I wish them, you know, nothing but just not 11 more years. Tons of 11 more years. At least 5 more sets of 11 more years. 55. And she's like 20 something, so that take her to like 70. 7 more sets. That'll take her into like her 90s or something like that. Lots and lots of years together. I wish them lots of years together. This was supposed to be a lot more, to come out a lot. I'm gonna stop talking. We're just gonna watch the video. They're so cute together.
Frightened of the feelings I would get when I stare straight into your eyes. Got me hypnotized, got me floating on air.
I love where she has this placed in her voice.
Where I would say what's on my mind, 'cause you might find out. I've already fallen. I wanna go up and
ooh. I like this production.
I tried to foresee, kept telling myself we're not meant to be.
He is very handsome. Just gonna say that. Ooh! I love the musical production on this. Cause like their harmonies together with like the music going like woo, or you know, doing that loud pulsing in the background that builds like this like super duper chord happening. Beautiful. They are adorable. Mm-hmm.
I wanna go up, up and let go. Get to the place where we only float. Dancing in spaces, finding my safe place with you. I wanna go up.
All right, so pause it here before the next song comes. All right, I'll pause it there. All right, I love that song. Like musically, it gives me vibes kind of similar sort of feeling that I get when I listen to like Lucky by Jason Mraz and Colby Calais. Not vocally, like vocally it's much different because Morissette's a much more like powerhouse kind of singer than either Jason or Colby. They have very like sort of chill, laid back kind of vocal stylings and whatnot, where Morissette's just got more vocal dynamics in her repertoire. But like musically, it gives me that sort of just like happy-go-lucky, free kind of vibes, and you just sway, and you smile, and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy, and then seeing them together, it just makes you happy. Vocals so good. I love Morissette's musicality because obviously we know that she can sing. We know that she can belt her face off. She can riff and run and do all this kind of stuff. She can cover people's songs to no end and all this other stuff. She's amazing, amazing. We know this. This is nothing new. But like, I love listening to original music from artists because it's one thing to cover somebody else's song and like either copy what they did or cover somebody else's song and change it, do whatever. Like it's one thing to cover someone else's song, but when you have no frame of reference to go off of and like you just have these words and this music and you just have to like make it work, make it fit. Like it's so interesting to me how their brain works and how they hear these certain things, how they hear these certain vocal melodies, these patterns, these riffs and runs. So there's so many like elements throughout like the verses when they were singing or when she was singing where like she would just, the melody line would just do like this sort of, like there's these peaks, valleys, these ups and downs and, riffs and runs all over the place. And I'm like my ear, like if you just handed me the music and a lyric sheet, I can guarantee you like whatever came out of me would be nothing like what came out of her. Well, because she's amazing. But also like my ear just wouldn't hear these things that she's doing. So like I always find it interesting how artists, how their brain works and how their musicality, how they hear these things in music and how music just speaks to them and how they use that to interpret whatever songs and whatnot. So I just love her musicality. And they sound good together. The only, like I said, I love the production. The only thing that I would change production-wise is there is a part there, I think during the bridge when they were singing together, right before we got into like them singing live in the car. There's a part there during the bridge where I think it was just Dave singing for a little bit and then Morissette jumped in on top of him. But when Dave was singing by himself, there was this like humming background music or something. Like it might have been like us like strumming on a guitar and holding down a pedal or maybe on a keyboard or something, but like there was this humming in the background that was supposed to be their musical kind of hum, adding ambiance and whatnot, but it was very, very loud and it was almost drowning out Dave's voice at that particular point. So like he was so much behind that music instead of being in the foreground. So that's just one thing I would have changed. I would have pulled that humming to the background a little bit and put their vocals to the foreground. But that's the only place that I really noticed it. The rest of the track seemed very, very well balanced. And that could have been intentional. I don't know what the intent was there, but that could have been intentional. But I would have preferred to just hear his vocals a little bit more in the foreground versus having that humming sound in the foreground. But yeah, that's it. Other than that, love the track. Makes me happy to listen to, makes me happy. And yeah, did I mention it makes me happy? Because it makes me happy. All right, let's continue. Sorry.
No. Don't you? Go on.
Look at her with the straight black hair.
Action. Action.
Bobby, I have a question.
What's your question?
Parang kinakabahan ka.
Kinakabahan nga ako.
Chill. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. So, how do I say it? What made you realize I was the one you wanted to spend the rest of your life with?
Ang intense ng tanong.
It's pretty intense in front of the camera. I don't know.
I think it was the kind of friendship that we developed after The Voice, like going to the States and just conversing with you in that way.
I love that he used the word conversing because that's the actual word instead of people saying conversating. It's one of my pet peeves.
So we met nga in TV5, diba? Back in 2011. And we weren't super close, but we had done that cover together with Micah also. And then we lost touch. And then when you told me that you got through sa auditions and sa blind auditions and we got into the same team.
Okay, I did not know any of this.
You were there. And so I felt comfortable just being with someone that I already knew.
Yeah,
out of
exactly.
everyone there.
Yeah, so even when I went to the States, it was like you were also one of those few people that would
Hello, Daddy.
respond and like actually hold a conversation with me.
I didn't have anyone to talk to. I'm such a sad friend. Oh no.
No, but you're a good friend to me.
They are adorable. Ah! They're so adorable, they're knocking over my background. And we're back.
When I'd have problems or just everything I was going through in life, I wasn't that kind of person to really share it to anyone. And so what ended up happening was parang I was able to develop that personality na sobrang
I love her
galing
manicure.
kong mag-keep ng emotions ko inside. And then you were the one that really I found really comfortable just sharing stuff with hanggat sa pati mga stuff na I don't really tell people, nasasabi ko na rin sa'yo.
I guess that's what gravitated me towards you, like as a friend. It was just like conversation were just easy.
And it should
Na
be.
parang hindi mo namalaya na ilang oras na pala kayo nag-usap about random things.
And magkaibang
And see, those are some of the most beautiful kinds of friendships when you can just talk about anything and everything and nothing all at the same time for hours on end and just have it feel natural. I feel like that's such an important basis of any just relationship, whether it's romantic or not.
Tawag na rooftop dates. Doon lang talaga kami sa rooftop nagkikita. Kasi dahil before, hindi talaga ako nakakalabas. But every time he would come here to the Philippines to visit, lagi niya akong kinikita and always kami doon sa rooftop.
I mean, rooftops are romantic. Who doesn't love a good rooftop moment?
You just gotta be honest with yourself. This has not been an easy ride. Just everything that we've done with the music and being able to finally write together and do all those things that chat lang,
Pinag-uusapan lang natin.
Pinag-uusapan lang natin.
Adorable.
Did I would say
A handful.
90% of those things.
I think for me, it's so easy for me to say na I wouldn't be where I am right now if it weren't for you, Bobby. You're really the person that helped me grow. You challenged me. You brought me out of
They're
my
so
comfort
beautiful
zone.
together.
You were able to like lead me to the best life, and that's a life with Jesus.
What I love about you is that you compliment me in my weaknesses, and I compliment you in your weaknesses, and we challenge each other in many different ways. And like, I'm just so blessed to have you in my life, and I'm excited to have you for the rest of my life and the rest of your life.
Yeah. We're gonna be making each other clip and reklamo and everything. Oh, we'll get by.
We'll figure it out.
Love you.
TJ, my Bobby.
We made it, my love. Today, in front of our dearest friends, family, and loved ones, I take you not only to be my husband, but to be my partner, truly my better half. 4 years since our paths crossed in 2011. If there's one thing I can really describe our story, it's that everything was definitely God's plan.
Today is the day.
Oh, she's gorgeous. She always is, but
It's a very
I love that
special
robe.
day. Grabe, it's been 10 years since nag-meet kami. And who would have thought? Who would have thought na like mag-meet lang kami, tapos siya na pala yun.
It's been an amazing journey. Just so many ups and downs. So many moments to just really look back on, and
Are you looking good in this suit?
Ang masasabi mo lang talaga is God brought us here. It was only because of God why we were here. Ay, okay.
Hi!
Hello.
Hello!
I've treasured these items because they remind me of everything we've been through, all the hardships we were able to endure. I am returning these gifts to you because I can finally say I'm free from the past. And I'm ready to conquer the future with you.
Stop it.
I honestly thought now we wouldn't end up together anymore. She literally had to give up everything. And I don't take that for granted. And even my mom, she messaged me last night and she said, always remember the sacrifice that she made for you.
Love is patient. The Bible says love is patient, and he's been very patient, and it makes me proud to call him my son.
It's
You deserve the best, and she is the best for you.
She is. I love you. All of that. Lord, please don't bring it. Yes, sir.
I tell you the truth. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing.
In everything.
In everything.
Give thanks.
Yes. At least we're all here. God, you're safe. Fast forward 10 years later, and here we are. As I stare at you in this moment, so many memories start flashing through my head. Our first couple of collaborations.
This is beautiful. Just like a
Voice,
simple outdoor
spending time with
ceremony.
you on the roof deck of your old condo. 'Cause that was the
Abundance
only
of
place that we
flowers
could escape to
everywhere.
hang out. Breaking up, falling in love with you all over again, traveling the world with you, writing songs with you.
Oh, they said we're gonna make sure this dress fits to a T. There's no zipper, baby. We stitching you
Now
into
living
this
in
dress.
This moment of this memory we are making that will forever be engraved on my heart as we embark on this new chapter in our lives, a new blank page.
I'll be here, right next to you.
Shot, I wonder how many takes that shot took.
Protect you with truth. Love you from here all the way to the moon. Make my way back.
Can you imagine going to their wedding and then just having them serenade each other the whole time? Like, not only do you get to see this beautiful ceremony happen, but then you get treated to just a free concert. I love the production on this song too.
I vow to be the music to your lyrics,
Stop.
the rhythm to your blues, the
Stop.
cream to your coffee, the peanut to your butter, the fire to your ember,
Y'all
the
better
sun to your
stop.
sky, the stars to your moon, the smile to your tear. And finally, I vow to always be your best friend, your safe place, your home.
I know, Dave and Mori, that your life together won't be perfect, it won't be smooth. But I know that if we're all in a storm together, you will be the two people we'll see dancing
Teresa's
and
gorgeous.
praising God through it all.
I love the slight off the shoulder moment. Oh.
Finally, this day has come that I can officially call myself your wife. I am thrilled to be spending the rest of my life with you, forever and always. Gihigugmatika, I love you.
Gugmasadtika. Okay.
Aww. Y'all, that was the sweetest damn thing I ever did see in my life. I mean, any of you guys who also follow me and watch any of my like series reactions, because I react to a lot of music and I react to a lot of BL series on this channel, and any of you guys who've watched any of those reactions know that I'm such a sappy, hopeless romantic. Like, yes, I'm terribly jaded in my own personal life, and you know, I'm fine with being single. I, you know, confine myself to being single the rest of my life, whatever, cool, whatever, strong, independent, blah, 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 blah. But like, I love love. I love seeing love. I love seeing romance. I love seeing people being happy. Like, even if it's not my story, I just love seeing other people reach that point. Which is why I watch a lot of these series, because I love just seeing that depiction. I love seeing it happen, and these two are so happy. One thing that, oh, there are a couple moments that were getting me a little emotional there. When Morissette, when they were, it looked like they were like setting up, when they were at the tree, it looked like they were setting up for like wedding photos or whatnot, like they were posing for that, and like could have just been a photographer off screen taking the photos. But when Morissette handed him the journal or something, and I guess it had a note on it, and he was reading the note, and he just started to get really emotional, started crying there. I'm like, you could see that the words that she said really, really meant something to him, and it wasn't just, oh, okay, this makes me happy or whatever. Like, it hit him very, very emotionally, and he just started tearing up. I'm like, oh baby, stop it. And then another point when he was, you know, giving his interview, and he's like, you know, she's given up so much to be with me, and my mom reminds me, like, never forget how much she's given up to be with you. I don't know everything. I don't know all of, you know, her backstory, all of her history, you know, what's going on. Part of me thinks it has something to do with her family, because like, I know there was some sort of falling out between her and her father, like a year or 2 years ago, whatnot. Like, I remember it like spreading during the pandemic, or somewhere around that time. And I don't know where things ended there. I don't know if there was any sort of reconciliation. I know she wrote the song, Love You Still, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know where things stand with them, and it's none of my business to know. So, you know, it is what it is. But I don't know if like her dad or family was something that he was referring to as far as, you know, things she gave up, or if there's other things as well. But clearly she sacrificed a lot to be with this man, and they seem happy together. So I like that, you know, his mom and him have it in the back of his head, like, just always remember what she sacrificed. So clearly they wouldn't keep making a big deal out of this if it wasn't something major. So there were sacrifices that were made to make this relationship happen. And was it the right choice? Was it not the right choice? Who's to say? Again, it's none of my damn business. All I can say is, me looking as an outsider looking in, they look incredibly happy to be together. They look incredibly happy to be taking this next step in the journey together, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. Whatever comes their way in the future, I hope that they will be able to face it together. And like I said, I wish them years and years and years and years of just happiness. And you know, no relationship is perfect, no marriage is perfect, nothing like that is perfect. They're not going to be, you know, happy all the time. Yes, they're going to fight, they're going to argue, they're going to have hardship, blah, 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 blah. And it's just a matter of how they choose to communicate with one another and how they choose to face those problems. So I wish them nothing but happiness in the future. But yeah, they seem very happy. this whole video production was adorable, and the music was so good. There were a couple songs there in the middle that I wasn't quite paying attention to because it was being used kind of like as background music underneath like the interviews and the videos and all that kind of stuff that were being shot. But the first song that they introduced the video with, I loved. That last song that was playing underneath when we were looking at all the wedding stuff, her walking down the aisle and, you know, all these vows and whatnot, beautiful. Loved. And I liked the sound of what I could hear from the other songs, but I wasn't paying close attention to what was happening in the background music because, again, I was focusing on the videos and stuff happening in the foreground. But yeah, I'm excited to go, because I think in the description they said all these songs are available on all streaming platforms now because it's part of like an EP that they're putting out. So I'm excited to go listen to these just in my own time and, you know, jam and all this other stuff. But yeah, beautiful. Super happy for them. So thank you guys for letting me know of this video's existence. I would have found it eventually at some point, I'm sure, but thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.